shaves. Like, that's my struggle. Every time I see him, like, did you shave? Why? But he's doing that teenage boy thing. We're like, I think I can grow a beard. No, you can't. Still try.
If that's your only problems, you're in good shape.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. What I need to do is get a non-parent to tell him these things, and then maybe there's a chance he'll listen.
Yes. That's a true statement. Okay, it's 5:30, but do we wait a few for Dick? I'm gonna go look and see if I can see his car in the parking lot.
Okay.
Oh, Dick. Hey, Matt, when are you going to torch Boyson Road? Is that what you just asked?
Yeah,
I see, it looks like it's pretty.
Yeah, hopefully the 13th. We're having some trying to make sure they all look everything's done.
Are they going to torch the two little garages too?
Well, we're not sure what this county health department will give us. They have
His car is
get
there,
work
so
in
should be on it.
Okay. Well, if his car is there, he's on
Yeah.
his way up. We'll just give him time and
Yep.
let him come in. And...
Think he's helping?
His car's out there, so I'm assuming he's just on his way up.
20th will be right there.
I mean, those are a lot of steps in the back right here.
Yeah, they are.
That's why I park out front, because I'm like, for one, I usually always
Well, you
forget
have
my
that-
badge,
I
and for
wanna see
two,
that
it's
little
less
bumper work.
stairs.
Yes. And the elevator's right there.
Yeah, well, I try to be like, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna take the stairs. It's better to walk. And blah blah blah. Though my knee is hating me for it today. So, hey Dick.
Good evening, Mr. Olson. You're fine. We would wait for you.
Thank you. Small guy's privilege.
Oh.
All right. We'll go ahead and start the regular council meeting, November 2nd, 2022. And we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, roll call, please.
Jerry Moinkle,
Here.
Amy Wickendall,
Here.
Rob Archibald, Dick Olson,
Here.
Steve Dodson.
Here.
Approval of the agenda.
So move. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, citizens input. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to approach the mic and talk about things that are not on the agenda? I think we're good. So we'll move on to reports. Council, city manager, myself. Pretty quiet week.
Busy week, but quiet.
Busy, yeah. Good deal. I know that they're starting to rent the apartments over. I think they got occupancy, I heard, and they're gonna start with our Robbins Road project. I was just excited about that.
Yes, I did convince our inspectors to give them occupancy.
Perfect.
I've heard there are at least 13 moved in or in the process of.
Ain't that something?
That is, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, we got plenty of property to the north for them to build another one. Perfect. Probably do that when they bring the gym in. There's a gym that's coming there too, so
Yeah.
I would think that'd be good. Anybody got anything else? Let's just move on. All right, our first is a presentation from the outside source and funding request updates from NTS presentation. And Kinsley, how are you? First timer.
Great. How are you all?
Great.
This is
Here comes our tech support.
great. I'm glad it's someone that's not me.
Unless someone brought one of their kids, we use.
I'm going to go ahead and hand out. This is just kind of a reference card to have something for you to look at about the program I'm talking about tonight.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's amazing how they keep updating these apps. So, I mean, if they got a phone, it's simple.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is.
Awesome. All right. Many of you are used to seeing Kate Fitz every year on behalf of NTS. She shockingly to all of us did retire for a third time.
Third, okay.
It might actually stick this time, but we're not so
Nah, I
sure. Still
doubt it.
see her for lunch in the building every once in a while. So she's retired, but not far.
Yep.
So yeah, just coming in case stead, I'll be the one standing in front of you every year from now on. Just wanted to give a little bit more of an in-depth review of Horizon's overall NTS function, as well as the impact they have on Marion. So a little bit of data, but I promise nothing too boring. There's quite a few pictures on the slides. Nothing bad. So just kind of a brief overview to make sure everyone's aware. NTS has been in existence since 1995, so we provide night and weekend transportation. In the past, that's almost extremely been focused on work transportation. But this year, we really had some interesting steps. I know last year Kay mentioned our new technology, didn't she? With the app. Yeah, there were some good questions around that. So this has been our first fiscal year that we've had the app in place, and we have seen tremendous growth and tremendous opportunity, which has been very exciting. We in fact surpassed our pre-COVID ridership this year. So we beat fiscal year 19 rides, even though most public transit in the country is still down 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a huge growth. We've also been able to have some better solutions to longstanding transportation problems in the community. One that I think is great is we're all very acutely aware of the daycare crisis that everyone is facing. And a huge barrier to that is proximity. Many times families can't even get to a daycare if they could even find a spot available. With public transit, that can take a couple of hours each way. So with funding from the Principal Foundation in partnership with Waypoint and HACAP Head Start, NTS started doing daycare drop-offs for working parents. So we pick up the parent and the child, drop the child at daycare, parent at work, and vice versa. No transfers, no stops, just a direct shot where they need to go. To kind of quantify that for you, on average, we mapped it out, and the parents that we were serving would spend about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes a day on public transit to do the same trip. With our program, their average total for the entire day was 36 minutes. So that's an hour we're giving back to individual states to cook dinner, to read their children a book, to sleep, which we all need more of. So it's really been incredible to see the quantifiable impact this has had. There is a link in here. I'm going to pass it for now, but you all will have access to this. And that takes you to our online portal. So you can see from the computer what it's like to schedule a ride, as well as this in front of you. This is kind of our basic instructions. So you'll see exactly what it takes to schedule a ride with the NTS app now. Pretty slick, pretty great. Encourage you to download it. So really what we're looking at is huge growth last year, beating our pre-COVID numbers. But this is a graph that shows you this fiscal year. So from July to October, we have had tremendous growth, and we see that trend continue with our pre-booked. So we're right now on track to do 50,000 rides this year. So to have a 25% increase in ridership year over year, and that's a conservative estimate. So NTS is significantly growing. And you can see of those riders, that kind of growth portion of that new rider and recurring, that new is keeping pace, and we're seeing that increase heavily. So to talk specifically about the work we do in Hiawatha, I wanted to break this down by last fiscal year. It's not exactly the most easy to read graph, but I felt like in quarters summed it up too much. But this is just a graph identifying the trips that originated and ended in Hiawatha for fiscal year 2022. So you can see there's a little bit of an ebb and flow. There was a really big peak in January. For this particular fiscal year, we implemented some new zones to give us some more reporting, so I couldn't pull that fully, but what we're seeing is kind of a similar to last year where it's starting to pick up again, along with all other rides. The total of the rides here is about 3,500 rides within Hiawatha. And those are rides, these are just the rides to work on the evenings and weekends. So we also have a partnership where we provide rides to refugees and immigrants with funding and partnership with the Greater Cedar Rapids Foundation and Catherine McCauley. Many of them and some of them do in fact live and go in Hiawatha. We just have a different metric of tracking theirs that's not quite up to speed with individual cities yet. But really we're seeing a huge impact in growth, but also in the quality of service. So the impacts overall are we're offering a cost savings to individuals using the service. On average, an Uber or a Lyft to go from Hiawatha to work in Cedar Rapids or vice versa is going to average about $16 to $18 each way if it's during a peak time, which most job shifts are. Our rides are $6 each way, always. They've always been that. They're the same. They're approachable. And we also have a few arrangements and deals with promo codes where they can buy 10 rides, get one free. But we really make sure that this is an affordable service because we know individuals of all means utilize the service. This also provides economic mobility. So many of our riders end up with promotions. There was a really great one the other day who received a promotion from a part-time individual who told us they were struggling to maintain a job with their transportation barrier, and they got promoted to manager. And so they just switched locations of their stores. So we were able to update their address and transport them again. And that's giving them a career versus just a job that they're struggling to keep. So fantastic for the economic mobility and self-sufficiency. This is a great tool for employee retention. We all know that finding employees these days and keeping them is very, very difficult. So we have a lot of partners with businesses that we're continuing to grow and work with to use this as a tool to keep, maintain, and attract new talent. This also creates a safer, more resilient city. So our vehicles are dependable, reliable, safe. It's keeping individuals off the roads that shouldn't be. But also it's creating climate and impact safety because we now have hybrid vehicles. So 3 of our vehicles are hybrid, which is decreasing our emissions and also allowing us to run more vehicles for less cost. So we're making sure that we're passing on that opportunity to be as efficient as possible. Great example of a client, particular one to Hiawatha. So this individual called in and kind of shared the impact, but without NTS, this individual would have to go down to a single income household. Both of the adults in the house could not work for the same amount. So truly the NTS service and access is giving individuals autonomy and access to employment. But it's not only giving them a safety net option, but we also strive to make it dignified and pleasurable. So as you'll see on the card and as you see when you go in the app, it's no different of an experience from Uber or Lyft other than being affordable. So we're really making sure that economic mobility and self-sufficiency is a long-term tool. And then eventually people who are choice riders can get on because I don't want to drive to work in the winter, so I would want to take NTS too. So operational cost increases this year. To talk a little bit about the funds, you can see year over year for the past 4 years, we've seen a significant increase in all of our costs. Fuel was particularly painful this year, and that was with us adding 3 hybrid vehicles. So it was very tough. And so really we're looking at a growth in maintenance costs and fuel costs, but we're also looking at growth in rides. So we're needing to constantly add more supply to meet that increasing demand. We actually just put out another vehicle between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. for those start shifts because we didn't have enough. We put out the vehicle and the entire schedule for that vehicle was booked within 48 hours. So the demand is definitely there and we're really working to do everything we can to match that with supply on top of managing those operational cost increases. So in the past few years, Hiawatha has been very generous and given us a raise of support each year. This year it's a little more. This year I've come and asked for a 20% increase. That is not near the exact level of how our operational costs have increased, but just as a measure to try to keep that equitable and paced correctly while still meeting those operational increases and concerns. And you can kind of see here in this photo and looking forward, this is one day of NTS rides. And by one day, it's one evening. So this is everything happening between 6 p.m. and midnight for a day. It's busy. And you can see a lot of those pickups and drop-offs. There's a lot of activity in the Hiawatha area. So we really are serving the entire zone. So on top of asking for the increase this year, we are also looking forward and wanting to kind of start and tread the waters and add just little seeds of thought of looking at how can we make NTS and the transportation solutions in Hiawatha even better in years to come. So currently we just operate nights and weekends through a partnership with all of you in the city of Cedar Rapids, but there are other options. We know that there are daytime workers who have transportation barriers. We know that traditional public transit doesn't serve everyone's needs. And so just something as a drop in the bucket to think about as we're facing these issues as a growing community and we see these concerns. Are there other ways NTS can come in and partner and support growth in Hiawatha? I think there are, just something to put in your mind. This year we'll also have customized reporting by zone. So I'll be able to pull even more robust and share just incredibly broken down numbers for the exact Hiawatha zone of everything happening there, including survey data. So I'm very excited to have that next year, as well as creating some resident-specific options. So I mentioned the daycare transportation. I mentioned immigrant and refugee. We're partnered with the Cedar Rapids Community School District to fix the bus driver shortage for them. So really, if there's a concern and a need in your community for transportation barriers, you have those conversations with yourself, please bring NTS to the table. We've really been able to take this technology and take this and be innovative and to approach a situation when we're asked, can you do this? Sure, let's figure out how. And so we always make that work. So adjusting the new NTS model, we are trying to expand that transportation solution to be more than just the evening, to provide more broad solutions in partnership with existing public transit, totally on board. But also just looking at, with that partnership and expansion, can we provide more service and continue to depend on the support for that? I promise it would be brief and have a lot of photos. Trying to do my best with that. This is our mission statement. Transportation should not be a barrier. So my contact information is at the bottom there, and I'm happy to answer any questions you all have.
How many vehicles do you have for transportation?
Yep, we have a total fleet of 14. The most we have out during a peak hour right now is 6 for the transportation. The nights that we have a couple shuttles, we have 10 out on one time on Thursday nights.
And then how do you go about advertising your services in Hiawatha?
Yeah, so we utilize a lot of other resources in the community. So we provide advertisements of our services in the Meals on Wheels bags that are delivered, so that gets it into a lot of homes. And we also have targeted Facebook and social media ads that show up based on proximity, and those are highlighted to focus on each of our service zones. So individuals in this area will get that push targeted ad. And then also through employers. So we do try to advertise through employers and also through current riders who are incentivized if they do a referral. So we kind of do a lot of different layers of recruitment and marketing, but like I mentioned, the 48-hour window with the one extra bus we put out, our marketing's a little quiet right now because if I market 2 to 6 a.m., people trying to get on board. So working that out.
Anything else? Anybody?
Kelsey, you are a terrific new ambassador.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think she might have done a smidge better job than Kay. A lot of information.
Technology is
Yeah.
just terrific.
Yeah, I love this.
We're so impressed with the app.
Yep.
And obviously what it's doing, so stay the course, you're doing a great job.
Great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you. Okay, consider resolution pledging financial support and services provided by Neighborhood Transport Service, NTS, FY 2023 through 2024.
So
Second. Roll call.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
Okay, number 9. Public hearing on a proposal to enter into a development agreement with Brosh Properties LLC and Jim Brosh Construction Company. Yeah, ain't that pretty? And we'll start that public hearing at 5:47.
Hi, I'm Jamie Burris with Jim Burris Construction Company, and we're
been in business 45 years. My dad started the company about 45 years ago, and we've been in Cedar Rapids our entire 45 years now, and we bought some land here in Hiawatha and looking to grow. We're gonna double our office space and then combine office and warehouse space together, and found some land here and just looking forward to moving forward and trying to grow a little bit. Like I said, we'll double our office size, warehousing will all be in one location. Currently, we have 3 different warehouses in different parts of town, and just trying to get everything put together. And also have a real nice building to show off in the Hiawatha area. I guess, is there any kind of question that you guys have with?
Very impressive.
Yeah.
It should be real nice. We do higher end homes and remodeling. We want to try to showcase that in our office space a little bit and show what we do.
Looks very nice.
Yeah, how much of that property did you purchase?
1.36 acres.
Okay, so it doesn't go all the way to Evanston.
No. And then I think the Kellogg's plan on down the road after we get this done, trying to hopefully entice someone to do something next to us there and just keep it going.
Well, I think it's a perfect location, especially with your, involvement and partnership with the Serpro. Yep, maybe good.
All of us.
All right. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Thank you.
Perfect choice.
If you have to.
Yeah, but,
What's your dad doing these days?
He's I don't know, he's got his hobbies and stuff, but he's doing good, health's good and everything. He still has some office properties and things that he kind of manages, and if I ever have any questions, he's there for support. But he's kind of been out of the construction side for at least 10 years now.
Say hi for me. I went to school, I graduated with your dad and
Okay.
his wife.
Sure.
I do have one last question. What direction is the elevation going to face?
So the office side will be facing,
East.
yes, we're at the edge of the road. So we've got the nicer part of the building towards it.
And will you also have access off the Miller Road?
Yes. There's actually a shared, on the south side, there'll be a shared entrance with whatever happens to the south side of that lot. And then there's a north entrance that would just be for us.
Perfect.
Okay, we can see her.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll be seeing.
Exciting. All right, thank you very much, Kim. Okay, anything in the mail?
No.
All right. We'll close the public hearing at 5:51. And A, consider resolution approving and authorizing execution of a development agreement between and among the City of Hiawatha, Burrish Properties LLC, and Jim Burrish Construction Company.
So move.
Second.
Roll call.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Hi.
Amy Wickendall.
Hi.
Number 10, Hiawatha Urban Renewal Plan. Consider resolution setting date of the public hearing, November 16th, 2022, 5:30 PM, on a proposal ordinance for the division of revenues under Section 403.19 Code of Iowa and amending number 17 to the Hiawatha Urban Renewal Plan.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. You guys did a good job at putting this together in kind of short notice. Right, Dennis? Roll call, please.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Hi.
Amy Wickendall,
Hi.
Dick Olson.
Hi.
Number 11, consider resolution approving issuance of an at-your-own-risk building permit to start construction on a new multifamily structures at 100 Boyson Road for Anthony's Properties.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
We'll make great.
Exciting. Matt, get that torch over there. Roll call, please.
Jerry Moinkle,
Hi.
Amy Wickendall,
Hi.
Dick Olson,
Hi.
Steve Dodson.
Aye.
Number 12, consider resolution approving issuance of a at-your-own-risk building permit to start construction on an addition and remodel of commercial structures at 1100 North 18th Avenue for Airfax.
So moved.
Second.
Exciting project.
Yes, it is.
Kids are going to love that. Roll call.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
Number 13, consider a resolution approving and making award of contract for the 2022 fall tree removal project.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Number 14, consider resolution approving a professional service agreement with Shive Hattery for 2023 Northwood Drive Storm Sewer Project.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Overdue.
Yes, for sure.
Roll call.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Dick Olson.
Aye.
Number 15, consider resolution authorizing staff to solicit requests for qualifications and proposals for the purpose of engaging a construction manager at risk for the fire station number 2 project.
So
Second.
Discussion?
much needed.
Yeah.
John, I don't know if you want to summarize, but like you did at the meeting, but
He looked like he wanted to
He
summarize.
did. He was all,
Didn't he
he was
look at-
all
did you see
ready
that?
with the presentation.
maybe he did.
Put as much as I could into the memo.
Right.
But Dennis and I are still learning, but this was a file that was approved, I think, July 1, that allows, instead of design and build that the University of Iowa has been using for a little while, this allows public entities now to go out and get a construction manager at risk who also can bid on the project, which was not allowed before. But they are pretty intense and pretty, you have to follow a lot of rules, and you not only have to do a request for qualification and bring that, then anybody that is, meets the requirements, as long as they're not disqualified, is given the opportunity to now submit a proposal, and then that is also ranked, and then you enter into a contract negotiation with, the best value. It does not necessarily have to be the cheapest, but whoever you think is the best value for the project. Once that you reach an agreement, then all of the scores and the rankings are posted back out on the sites where we have to post. It's usually like the Master Builders of Iowa and Iowa League of Cities, so everybody can see their rankings, how they scored. So it's pretty, the state has really, made sure that in allowing this to happen, that you don't just go out and pick whoever you want, and you don't just go do a request for a proposal and see whoever's bid. That's not how it works. So, we're looking forward to it, and when we go into the, negotiations with the contractor that we choose, we'll be seeking out 2 numbers, one to verify our numbers to make sure that we are within our budget. And if not, then we'll have to figure out what we're going to do. But otherwise, we can stop it at that point and not go further with negotiations. We might be paying them maybe $7,500 to $10,000. Checking our numbers, but hopefully they'll have better handle on their costs, more so in the architect rate at this time, because there's still a lot of flex, but they do. We talked to one contractor, Dennis and I, and he believes the numbers will be stabilizing, and so that's why I think we'd be good at these solid numbers.
It's,
Benefit on this, in that we end up with a guaranteed maximum price at the end of it. And any changes, and in turn I learned its value in engineering up front. By the time you get to the construction phase, we've experienced a lot of change orders with projects in the recent past, and that should not be the case with this. Everything is done ahead of time. This is not a new process for the contractors. They've been doing this in the private sector for a long time. It opened up to public entities like us July 1st. So looking forward to the process. The timeline is over the next 2 months. There's a lot going on. There's a lot for John and a lot of for Carrie, legal requirements, publications, and gathering of information. But we are looking forward to this and do believe it's going to benefit our fire station project.
Do we anticipate that this will be kind of like the new standard for larger scale projects, or is this kind of maybe a one-off thing with the fire station? What's the outlook look like?
I
This
think
is really set up for larger projects.
Okay.
So this wouldn't have been a benefit for like the,
Like that in this building infrastructure.
Okay.
you know, because that was a struggle.
it would have been.
Because the library would have been a side project. This would have been beneficial. Because I think that there were some people internal that were at a point of pulling some hair.
Oh, there was, yeah, and
The checklist. and
to
stuff.
Dennis's point, hopefully controlling some of those change orders, because unfortunately the library was just kind of lousy with change orders under that project. So
I think that was the thing, John, you were talking about at the fire station meeting that really sold me on the program was that whole change order issue. And you indicated that, not that it's exactly the case, but it's not uncommon for some of these guys to underbid, get the project, and knowing that they're going to be sending some change orders.
Yep.
And this will eliminate that process.
Yeah, because you have a contract with their eyes and ears, and they're working both with the owner and with the architects, so you have a good set of plans, try to avoid the misses. As I indicated in the memo, there's still contingency held in their cost, but you see that number. Whether you get any of it back or not, we'll find out at the end, but really the only change orders that would impact the GMP or the guaranteed maximum price would be something that we might find in the ground during excavation, or other changes that the owner
that are
Perfect. Thank you, John.
Thanks.
Anything else? Anybody? Okay. We had a first and a second. We need roll call.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Hi.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dotson.
Aye.
Number 16, consider resolution approving and authorizing a letter of agreement between the Hiawatha Fire Department and NextEra Energy, Dwayne Arnold Energy Center.
So,
Discussion? Roll call.
Amy Wickendall,
Hi.
Dick Olson,
aye.
Steve Dotson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle.
Aye.
Number 17, consider resolution approving the FY 2022 annual financial report.
So move.
Second.
Discussion? Good job, Cindy.
Always look forward to the
Yeah.
auditor's report every year. It
Yeah.
looks good.
Went been real smooth. Roll call, please.
Dick Olson,
Aye.
Steve Dotson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Hi.
Number 18, employees benefit renewals. A, consider resolution approving renewal of employee health insurance, dental insurance, and flexible spending account.
So moved.
Another good job
Yes.
by seeking out options.
Well done. Yeah,
Well done.
Terry did a great job.
Thank you.
Dennis helped her, obviously. Dennis,
Yeah, no,
chisel that price down.
I just know that Terry was deeply.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we've got a very good team, and the team that she just had.
Keep moving forward. Roll call, please.
Steve Dotson,
Aye.
Jerry Moinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Hi.
Dick Olson.
Aye.
Placement for items on the next agenda or work session. Anybody got anything?
Got CIP
Sounds
coming
pretty
up
quiet.
next month.
Yes,
Or
we
this month.
do.
We're in that season, so looking forward to
Yeah.
that. I forget it's November.
Forward to the 8th.
Yes.
All right.
I don't know. I like this meeting.
Oh,
No, I'm
yeah.
just kidding. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
We have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned at 6:04. We've been adjourned a lot earlier if John wouldn't have rambled on.